A migration is moving any set of resources or software applications, server workloads to any other place. So typically when we talk about migrations, we're talking about either a migration from on-premise, which is in a data center, maybe using co-location, something like that, into the cloud, traditionally AWS cloud.
It can be moving from other clouds to AWS. It can be moving data on its own, so it could be IoT data, it could be data lakes, it could be just vast EBS volumes that you're moving to AWS. Whatever it takes to get you there is what comprises of a migration. Once you're in AWS, obviously modernizing your workload, taking advantage of all the systems that are in AWS, just opens up a wealth of possibility.
Cloud migration and modernization is really about helping our customers take advantage of the features that are available in the cloud and focusing on a cloud-native approach using their existing application architecture. So it's sort of bridging the gap between these two worlds. It's a little bit more complicated because it's typically running software or programs that are based on non-cloud native design decisions. But what we can do as part of that modernization effort is take what they have already, figure out how to tweak it, change it, make it more cloud native, and then help move it into the cloud using those new paradigms. So those two things are really work together hand in hand. They need to be done at the same time almost, because as you migrate, you need to be taking advantage of these new features. One of the things that helps us down that path and take advantage of those features really quickly in the process is by automating some of those migration strategies. So instead of just picking up every server that you have in your data center and just shoveling it into the cloud, which really just means you're using the cloud as another data center, what we want to do is transform it as it's moving over into the cloud, so that you get to take advantage of stuff like serverless and containers without having to completely redesign the world. Because we don't want to boil the ocean, we just want to help you take advantage of the features.
What we found really important when it comes to a migration, what we've found is kind of the Caylent approach, is that modernizing your workload as you move to AWS is going to give you the most success. So taking advantage of AWS services, things like RDS, things like load balancers, they seem simple, but they're really going to make moving and taking advantage of AWS that much easier. So cost efficiencies, velocity as you go to deploy those workloads. That said, I mean, lift and shift exists. There are reasons to use it. The worry is that you're bringing along tech debt. So the mistakes that you've made in the past, or the workarounds that you've had to make in your data center, you're bringing those forward. And so we look to do everything that we can to avoid that, right? So that we're not bringing those with us. We're setting you up for success in the future.
The way that Caylent really helps with migrations is first understanding the business outcome that the customer is trying to drive towards. So when looking at a migration, we really want to understand why a customer is going to migrate, right? Are they migrating to get better efficiency? Are they migrating to reduce their costs? Are they migrating to get better scalability and resiliency of their infrastructure, their applications that are servicing their customers? And so when we look at migrations, we really want to look at all the different ways to migrate customers' application in the most cost-effective way, but also in a way that actually gets the business outcome that they're looking to achieve. So we really try to take a customer-first approach, and that's the approach that Caylent likes to lead with.